Hey, how do you feel things went for you today in your action?
I felt good, yeah, I mean, it felt good. It was fun to be able to be out there and compete, with my brothers, man, just having fun out there, just going out there playing the game I've been playing since I was 5 years old, so no nerves, no jitters, I was just ready to go.
After the first hit, the hit that you took, I think
Yep, down the left side.
yeah, did that? I know you said you weren't nervous, but it was it like, okay, I'm here, I've taken this first hit, and then out.
Yeah, I got to flip the protection on that, so that's on me. But yeah, I mean, I was saying that before the game. I just want to get hit one time, because quarterbacks won't get hit until game time, So to be able to, get hit, get back up, just continue to keep playing the next drive, I knew that's what would happen, but sometimes you go a whole year without getting. Well, for me, it's only been a couple months, but it's been a while, so it's good to be back out there.
How would you evaluate your performance?
I feel like I did okay. Some things that definitely want to get better. I feel like I executed the offense the best that I could. I definitely I had one mistake. The naked eye, like the fans, they wouldn't notice it, but in our offense, I know it. But other than that, just trying to get points on the board. Whenever I was out there, we was able to get some points. We want to score every drive. We ended in field goal. Not sure how many times, but I want to score, so feel like it's always room for improvement.
What's that one mistake that's sticking with you?
I looked the wrong way on the play, but I found a check down. So
Was there a moment for you, whether it was this morning or arriving here, where it kind of realized like, wow, I'm here?
I was ready. I've been ready to play for the longest. I don't know. It's just football to me. I've been playing it since I was 5, like I said. So it's just go out there and do what you do.
Did you notice that the speed of the game was different from practice?
I always say the game's easier than practice. The game's always easier than practice. I don't know why. I think it's because our defense see our look so many times. It's harder to get completions against them. But in the game, I feel like the routes be wide open, and it'd be slower. It's slower than practice. So I was good.
Does this preseason mean more to you just because you don't know necessarily how much you're going to play in the regular season?
I mean, every game means a lot. We didn't come out with a win today. That's something that we wanted. And we're not proud of it. Obviously, it's a lot of things that we got on film, put on tape that are good that we can take from. But it's a lot of things we can learn from too. We're a team. It don't matter preseason, regular season, playoffs. We want to win, and we didn't get that done today. But man, I seen a lot of great things out of the guys around me, and I feel like I did a lot of great things. But like I said, still some stuff to clean up.
What did you see on the throw to Blair, the 41-yarder at the right?
Yeah, man. I told CB I'd give him a chance. On the vertical route, he won off the release, and he that open. I got to be able to deliver a good ball so that he can continue to with it on the run, and we connected like that. So it's reps.
Your 16 passes went to Casey Washington.
For real.
Yeah, 7 to 16. I'm curious. I obviously didn't know that coming in, but
Yeah.
I'm curious just if you could speak to your relationship with him and how it's progressed through training camp.
I mean, man, he's a worker. He's a guy that want to work each and every day. He come in. We built that trust. We built that trust through the off season. Just continue to get work, even on off days. And man, he works extremely hard. He's man, you should have seen his smile when he first touched the field. It was like he was in his happy place. I ain't seen him smile that big, But yeah, he was excited to be out there, and man, he make plays whenever the ball come his way. So for me, I got to find a way to get it to him.
Now you got your first NFL game done and completed. Was there one takeaway, standout lesson that you learned from today that maybe stood out amongst the rest?
Um, I don't know. It's just football. Like I said, man, it's just football. Going into it, it's like you don't know what to expect. Like, okay, first game, but me, I'm just like, it's football at the end of the day. And whenever I came out of it, I'm like, it's still just football. Like, I haven't been live in a while, but took some hits. Probably only got hit twice. Offensive line did a great job holding up. But yeah, it's just football, man. Just go play.
Anything else? All right.
I appreciate it. See y'all.
How do you feel things went today for you all? You out there?
I think they went good. We lost the game, and that stings. But there were some positives. There's a lot of positives out there. I saw a couple plays on film where personally I can be better for the quarterbacks and whoever's out there, whether it's Mike, Kirk, anyone who's out there. I just got to be better. But yeah, there's a lot of positives still that I can learn from, and I'm just excited to look at this film and see what it is I got to do to get better.
And how did it get a big special teams play, knowing that special teams is gonna be a big factor on who makes the football field?
I know there's three like offense, defense, special teams, but when I'm playing football out there, it's just another play. So whatever I can do to put myself in a position to help my team, the effort's always going to be there. I'm always going to pride myself on going out there and pouring out. So whatever I can do, kickoff, return, or whatever it is, special teams. I could play defense too, but whatever it is to help us win football games, I'm up for it. Defensive end.
I'm curious as what you got out of not just today, but this whole entire week of joint practices as well.
Yeah, I'm new to this. Being a rookie, there's a lot of things that the speed of the game is different. Guys out there are fast, big dudes, skill, whatever it is. The game is a different game. So when you get out there and you get those live reps, I think it's really important for me to take advantage of them and just learn. So right now I'm just trying to be a sponge and watch the older guys and just be a sponge and learn from whatever I can from them.
Casey, it seems like you and Michael are developing a really strong connection on practice field today. So you kind of speak to that and how that's developed and how it kind of was enacted within the field.
Yeah, throughout OTAs, training camp, whatever it was, every time we got reps together, we found something between us. And I just think that's something, like I said, it's a positive thing that, I'm going to take that and run with it. If he's going to throw me the ball, I got to find a way to get there and make the play. So, like I said, even with that, whoever the quarterback is, but that's Michael Penix. So, wherever he's going to throw the ball, I need to be there to make the play.
I know you're a rookie too, but what did you see out of him just from your perspective as a wide receiver, a quarterback taking his first snaps in the preseason?
He's like that.
On that note, I want to reflect back on the night before rookie mini camp when he had that whole team walkthrough. To now, I'm curious where you've seen him improve the most.
Yeah, being a leader isn't easy, but I think it's important for anybody playing this game, especially a quarterback. The way that he stepped up early on and he kind of showed us the way and took that role. I think that's great energy. And if I can take anything from that or anybody else, I think we'll be all right. But every day, Mike's trying to see what he can do to become a better football player, and he does that. And he's hard on himself, and he's a pro, so he's going to do whatever it takes to be the best version of himself.
I want to say Mike mentioned you had a huge smile walking out. What were your emotions walking in here to the stadium? Not here, actually. I'm sure you went through. But
yeah, I'm just living the dream, man. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm just blessed, man. So another opportunity to get out in the football field, and you try to focus on what you got to focus on. But I've been playing this game for a long time, and seeing some of the stars and finally being in a setting like this is special to me. And I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna just get better, get back to work, and become the best me I can be.
Any moment or takeaway from today that you walk away from you think, I don't remember whether it was something you did wrong or a learning lesson or just you had?
Yeah, there was a couple plays out there where Mike gave me a great ball, and I just got to make that play, man. I just got to find a way to get there and make that play. And you can say, oh, I got to do this or I got to do that, but I got to watch the tape, I got to digest it, and I got to make that play. So other than that, I met OBJ after the game, so that kind of lifted the spirits a little bit. But I'm just gonna keep working and try to be the best me I can be.
Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah. Kevin, how did it go for you today out there, getting back on the field after being out for a couple of years?
Yeah, it went well. It went well. Definitely something to work on. Something to build off of. But it was a good day. Just being out in the field and coming off healthy. After not playing for a few years. Just all glory to God. I feel good about it.
Nothing today looked extra special.
I'm sorry. I want to follow up on the interception play. What did you see when the ball was coming your way?
Yeah, they ran a play that we had kind of talked about. And so that was, kind of one of the plays that, I was envisioning on making, when I was kind of going through my little manifestation, for the past few days. And, just being able to trust it, being able, to be in a position and, trust yourself and, just going to make a play. It was a linebacker right there, so you kind of had to, lob it over the linebacker a little bit, kind of. And yeah, I was trying to get to the house, but, hey, it was all good.
Because it has been 2 years, even though it's preseason, how special was today for you personally?
Yeah, it was a special day. I'm not really one to get too emotional and stuff like that, but when I ran out in the tunnel and I was kind of just looking up and right for a national anthem, I was getting a little emotional, and it was something that I kind of almost couldn't even shake a little bit. I'm like, man, kind of get right, but it was a special moment, just being out there. It was a moment that me and my family had talked about for a long time. It was something that, me personally, I knew was going to happen, but you can't take those things for granted. It's a lot of people, who around the outside of this league, trying to get those opportunities to come back in, and maybe things don't just go their way. So you never take those opportunities for granted. And just, being able to just step out on the field, with that NFL logo on, that's something that, kind of being, 2 years removed, it's like, man, like, this is really special, so it felt good, just to be out there and, talking to God while I was out there. And, he told me, just put all the burdens on him and, just go out there. You ain't got to be perfect. You just got to be you, so that was, just going out there and, doing what I know I can do.
I'm curious, what did you miss the most? Like, being able to come back out here, and I'm sure, football sometimes can get mundane because you're doing the same things over and over again, especially during this time. But for you, first time back out here in a while, I mean, was there a part of it that you're standing out there and you're like, I didn't realize I missed this as much as I thought I did?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I think, maybe just being in the moment, being in the moment. I think, kind of being young coming into this league, you don't really have the luxuries of, actually being where your feet are. Sometimes you think about a whole lot of different stuff, oh, what's my assignments? What is, I'm thinking about this and this and, everybody watching me and things like that. And sometimes things can go quick, but being away from it a little bit, can kind of give you that perspective, of like, okay, well, I don't know how much, of course I want to play this game, until, the wheels fall off, but, being away is, it kind of reminds you that you can be away from it, so just being where your feet are, and I was more nervous, this week than actually, when I got there, and when I got on that field, it's like, okay, now this feels like home, this feels like, it wasn't kind of like can I get back? It's like, no, I'm back, I'm home. So it felt real good, like I said, I talked to God, he got all them burdens up off me, gave it all to him, and so that's what I'm gonna continue to do.
What did you personally get out of, I guess, just even from like a physical, mental standpoint of joint practices and also getting to come out and get some live reps today? What did you kind of get out of this week as you look back on it?
Yeah, really just competing. That's one thing that is hard to kind of emulate, when you're by yourself is, that competition aspect. And, I can, try to emulate that with guys, but, it's the guys that at this level, it's really hard to kind of, like I said, emulate that. So actually being out there, actually competing, getting, juices flowing, you going back and forth with a guy that can actually beat you. That's a different type of, competitiveness that I've missed over, the last few years. So I think, I would say that's probably the biggest thing. And like I said, it's not about being perfect, because everybody got things to clean up. I should have had 2 interceptions, but, it's just all about, going out there and, getting the reps to work through those things. That's that's the one thing I miss too. Just just going out there, being alongside the guys and going to war, and however it ended up is how it ends up. But that's what you miss.
I'm curious on your on the interception that you had. I believe it was Zach Harrison got some significant penetration, got the quarterback off the spot in a little bit of an uncomfortable situation, and that's kind of what led to that air throw that you were able to grab.
Nice.
Same thing kind of happened on the next one that you got your hands on a
Mhm.
little bit. I can't remember if it may have been TQ or
Mhm.
Street someone. But how much did you feel like very early on in this game that the penetration up front was allowing you guys in the secondary to kind of free up and make some plays?
Yeah, it's crazy because the secondary and the defensive line, we work hand in hand. Our jobs are really hand in hand because the longer we guard, then the longer that they have to rush the passer, and the quicker they rush the passer, is the less we have to guard those guys, So it's gonna be some times where we out there strapping up and they get there, the guy leaks out and ends up getting a sack on a late thing. It might not have been their initial move, but that's how defense works. It's not a one-on-one game. It's 11-on-11. So it's gonna be times where they get those coverage sacks, and it's gonna be times where we get those rush picks. Where they're going out there and they make those errant throws. So that's the difference between practice and the games. In practice, okay, you might guy have all this time to do all this stuff, but it's okay, you were sacked 3 times. But when the lights come on and everything is live. And you got those big boys hunting, it makes it a little different. It's not as easy to, look down the barrel and make those throws and, really step into things like that. So, playing, all 11, that's what we're trying to get to. And like I said, we got more to improve on, but we did good today. And so we working on that.
You mentioned manifestation a few minutes ago. When did you kind of start that process, and what exactly is kind of involved in that?
Man, that's an ongoing process. That's something that's, I use in football, but I use in life as well, And just, being prepared for the moment, just, seeing myself already making these plays, already, being the man I, envision myself being, so when those opportunities come, you have kind of have a guideline for, okay, I've done this before. This is, really just like I've done this before, and when I was training for the combine, I was training to run the 4-yard dash, and one of my coaches, Donovan Darius, he told me, he's like, man, when you're practicing to run that 40, look down that line like you actually in Indy. You know what I mean? In your head, think about it, practice it like you're actually in Indy. And so by the time you actually do get to Indy, all you gotta do is press play. And you've done it 1,000 times, so that kind of, puts you at ease a little bit rather than to going into, a situation not ever have thought about it before. Now you're nervous about all the different possibilities. You're trying to guard every route. You're trying to do, all this kind of stuff. When you can narrow things down and actually see yourself, doing those things, when it happens, it's kind of second nature.
What, the presence of Coach Gray and Lake, what does that mean as you try to make come back to guys that are from your past that he's familiar with?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. This league is about relationships, and life is about relationships. They're gonna bring guys in that they trust. So that's a testament to myself. And how I was as a player. When I played for them. They trust me to want to bring me back. As a man and as a football player. And that's just a testament to God, because everything I do is you just, manifesting His glory through me. Thank y'all.
I'll be back.